Welcome back to Pine Tree State Restorations. And on the bench today is a 1946 to 1970 high score air pistol. This is the model 804. It's the repeater. And I'll explain that here in a minute. It's got some issues. Um, the high score air pistol was built from 1946 to 1970 by a guy named Andrew Lawrence. He was an automotive engineer. They came out with the Model 700 in 1947, the 800 from 48 to 70, and they had a Model 803 with interchangeable barrels and an 804 repeater like this one right here. They're excellent guns. These are excellent guns. I mean, they are powerful, accurate, 100% steel, made in USA, old school, well-made air gun. These are super nice. This one's got a problem. This one's a repeater, and I'll show you what's going on. In the back here, you can see this drum. There's a drum that's in the back that holds multiple pellets. And here's the drum, okay? This spins around. As you rotate that, these little barrels will spin around in there and give you another pellet every time you rotate this. There's a little pin right here, and a little spring goes into the side right there. So make sure you don't lose that. Now what happens is on this repeater is it gets all gummed up in the back. You get pellet shavings, old grease, whatever, and it won't work. Don't work at all. So you have to tear it apart. I actually took this out and soaked it in mineral spirits for like 2 weeks to get all the gumbo out of that drum. You can't take it apart. It's riveted together. So you got to soak it and you got to blow it out and you use a toothbrush, Q-tip, whatever, and just keep cleaning it until you get it clean, till there's nothing on there. All right. Then when you put the gun back together, you put a light film of super lube inside there that rides it so they don't wear out. Super lube is really good stuff. I don't have it sitting here right on my bench. My son must have ran off with it. It gets used a lot, but it's called super lube, and it's in a gray bottle, and it's really lightweight grease. It's not an automotive type grease. It's just a real lightweight white grease. You want to put a little in there. And then that plunger goes in there and you put the whole thing in and it's held in by a snap ring right here. Goes in that groove right there. Now the idea is it's a repeater. You can load it up with pellets. And every time you turn it, see here, load here, okay? You load it and you rotate it and you load it and you rotate it till it gets to a pellet where it drops in the barrel. And then you'll have multiple pellets in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 or 7 pellets will be in that little drum. And every time you want to shoot it, you can just rotate it. It'll drop in, rotate it back to lock it in. And then you got to tighten this. And that locks everything in. And then you can cock the gun and shoot it. I got this from a very good friend of mine, probably the best gun shop in America, called Wildwood Guns Gun Shop in China Village, Maine. Guy's name is Craig Taylor, and he gave me this gun. He bought an estate out. I think he bought an estate for like $40,000 worth of guns, and this was in there. And I was there when he was unloading it, and he gave it to me. Really good friend. Best gun shop there is. You go online, and I'll send you a link. I'll put an affiliate link below, and then I'll put a snapshot of his webpage. He sells guns online, and I mean, he's the best guy on the whole planet to deal with, man. Nicest guy you ever met in your life. Wildwood Guns. Wildwood Gun Shop. It's in South China, Maine. Anyway, there'll be an affiliate link below. I'll put a link to his web, and then I will give you a screenshot. But that's the high score pistol. right there. Now they made an 803, and that had interchangeable barrels, and they made an 804 that had the repeater like this one. And then they made the Model 700 was the first one, and the 800 series, all these. They made them with interchangeable barrels, the Model 803. That's really cool. You get different barrel lengths all the way down to a stub barrel. If you can find one of these on eBay or you can get one along, somewhere, they're great. They're accurate. They feel like a real gun because the whole entire thing's steel, one piece receiver. It's just super well made. It's made in the USA. Back when they used to make really good stuff. It's one of my favorite air pistols that I have. See my other videos. But thanks again for watching Pine Tree State Restorations, and we'll see you soon.